This morning, we're flying to Kathmandu, the capital and largest city in Nepal. After some confusion finding our guide and driver at the airport, we're headed to our hotel. The streets are narrow and crowded with people, motorcycles, and cars. Our hotel, Dwarika, is not that far from the airport. We are welcomed with traditional scarves and marigolds. We enjoy lunch while our rooms are readied. We're all struck by how peaceful this place is. A Buddha welcomes you to the courtyard, as does Ganesh, the Hindu god revered as the remover of obstacles. Dwarika is a unique hotel that celebrates Newari architecture. The Newaris are the ethnic group that have lived in and ruled the Kathmandu Valley for thousands of years. Their architecture is a unique style marked by striking brickwork and ornate wood carvings. In 1952, Dwarika Deshristha was appalled by the destruction of centuries-old buildings in the name of progress. He collected the carved windows, balconies, and doors before they became firewood. Dwarika decided to build a Newari-style guest house to use the antique doors and windows he had collected. From that guest house, Dwarika's The Hotel was born, a showcase of Newari architecture, arts, and crafts. Our rooms are ready. No electronic locks here. It's no surprise that the rooms are traditionally furnished, but with all the modern amenities. Now it's back into the streets of Kathmandu. We have sights to see. Everywhere we see Nepal's unique flag, the only country with a flag that is not square or rectangular. We're approaching Kathmandu Durbar Square. The oldest buildings date from the mid-16th century. We see many examples of the elaborate carvings and brickwork that distinguish Newari architecture. Instead of the glass in the restored versions at our hotel, these have the original carved wooden screens. As we admire a particularly fine example, our guide, Noor, explains that this is the palace of the Kumari, or living goddess. The Kumari is revered by Hindus and Buddhists. She's a young girl selected for her physical perfection and composure. She serves until she reaches puberty. She appears at this window on our festival days. A glimpse of her is said to bring good fortune. We went through this door to her courtyard and saw the Kumari at her third-floor window, our good fortune. Opposite the Kumari Gar is a plaza filled with Hindu temples. A few souvenir vendors are selling indigenous products. No made in China here. This statue of Shiva dates to the 17th century. It's believed that people die if they tell a lie in front of this statue, so this served as the Supreme Court of Nepal for a long time. The name of the square comes from this entrance to the royal palace, the Hanuman or Monkey God Gate. This is the statue of Hanuman, the monkey god that guards the entrance. Through the entrance is a courtyard. The king was coronated on the raised platform at the right. A Gurkha soldier stands guard at the palace. As we leave the square, a band marches by. Noor says it's a wedding. The bride and groom are in the car. We make our way past vendors selling fruit from bicycles and lentils and dal from the curb. This woman is drawing water from an ancient recessed well. Our next stop is Swayambhunath, a complex of Buddhist stupas and temples which sits on a hill overlooking the city. Swayambhunath is one of the oldest religious sites in Nepal, with building beginning in the early 5th century. Rhesus macaques freely roam the hilltop, giving the site its nickname, the Monkey Temple. Prayer flags flutter everywhere. Printed on the flags are mantras and a powerful horse, which symbolizes speed and the transformation of bad to good fortune. There are several temples and shrines at the site, added at various times. But the central feature is the golden stupa. The dome represents the womb of creation. The spire is made up of 13 golden discs representing steps to enlightenment. The all-seeing Buddha eyes look out in each direction. The question mark between the eyes is really the Nepali number 1, representing the unity of all things. We take a few minutes to look out over the city before we head back to our hotel. We have a dinner of traditional Nepali cuisine at the Toran restaurant in the hotel.